Hi everybody, I'm Amanda the G, and there have been way too many shows that are canceled too early. And I know that you think that I am about to talk about Firefly right now, but I'm not, and here's why. Okay, Firefly, yes, it was canceled too early, yes, blah, 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 I could go on and on, like all these nerds go on and on all the time, but there was a movie to wrap it up, Serenity. And if for some reason they do another movie or something else, then we're gonna end up potentially with what happened to The Pretender. If you didn't watch The Pretender, it went on for years, a whole bunch of series, and then it ended with all of these cliffhangers. So they made a movie to wrap up some of them, but it didn't wrap up all of them, and then they decided a while later they were going to make another movie. But then all of a sudden, everybody's on a goddamn island and there's all this extra sci-fi bullshit, and you're like, what the fuck? There's like ghosts and some sacred scroll and people jumping out of planes. What the hell happened? That movie is shit and it destroyed everything. So I'd rather not have something come in and pretender this up. So a dorky show that I think ended too soon was The Legend of the Seeker. And listen, I understand that this did not follow the Sword of Truth books, like, pretty much at all. This is very clearly fan fiction. But if you just accept it as the fact that it is fan fiction of the Sword of Truth books and just go with the campy bullshit, it was just so much fun to watch. And really, we're never going to get on cable TV an accurate representation of the Sword of Truth books because you just can't take a child, bury them up to their neck in the ground, pour molten metal down their throat and use that as a way to travel to the underworld and put that on frickin' cable. The show Forever only lasted one season, and I think that was probably due to the station that it was on and the time that it was being run. If you didn't watch Forever because clearly other people weren't watching it and that's why it was canceled, it's basically a dude is immortal, okay? There's the premise. He's immortal and he is a coroner. I think that was his title, maybe medical examiner, something like that. That's the premise, but the only people who know that he lives forever are his adopted son and this one other evil dude who also lives forever. And they wrapped up like that little story arc, but they could have very easily had another evil dude living forever or another nice dude living forever. You don't know. And he had a partner in the police force who he was going to tell that he lived forever. That's when the shows get good. The shows get good when the inner people all know what the hell is going on. Just look at Grimm, right? Season 1 of Grimm was good, but it didn't really hit its stride yet until everybody knew about Wesen. And then it totally went balls crazy in season 6 because they knew that it was the last season, so they just threw everything in the world at it, and then there's no possible way to add any extra season, so I'm not including that on this list. It ended with season 6 and it cannot move on. A show that you probably wouldn't expect me to like very much, but I absolutely loved, and I'm very mad that we did not get season 4 of it, because season 4 is clearly syndication. You always make season 4. The following. I love that show. It was so good. I mean, season 3 got a little bit problematic in there because it kind of started killing off some key peoples. Season 4 would have written itself. Like, they tied up a bunch of loose ends, but they left a few so that they could make a season 4, and then they haven't made it. But we need to come back and make a season 4, people. There are loose ends, and really, everybody wants to see Kevin Bacon more in their lives. A show that was not very good, but left a ton of cliffhangers that are really kind of pressing and would have been nice to wrap them up, but I'm pretty sure it got canceled before they could wrap them up, was Kyle XY. And I know it's a shit show, okay? It really wasn't very good, but it was one of those things that I just liked watching and vegging out to and not really caring that it was kind of terrible. Going back to great shows that got canceled, My So-Called Life, excuse me, it ends on a cliffhanger. It was way too short. Clearly everybody loves it. It's got a huge following. Bring back My So-Called Life. And while you're at it, freaks and geeks, what happened to Lindsay? Who doesn't want to see James Franco play some weird high school delinquent? And what about Daria? Daria was a spin-off that was way the frick ahead of its time. She's such a sarcastic little snot face. I love it so much. That was such a good show. We could have seen a lot more Lawndale High. And the last show I'm going to talk about today is still iffy. As of right now, it's canceled, but not. Like, apparently they're still having talks about the 2018, and you may get it, and you may not get it, Wayward Pines. There is a cliffhanger at the end of the last season of Wayward Pines. Enough people watched it. Yeah, okay, it did better its first season than its second season, but you know what? It could keep coming back. There is a cliffhanger there. They went into the future again. The Abbeys seem to have a human baby. Where'd the human baby come from? We need to go back to Wayward Pines. There needs to be another season. I can't be the only one who thinks that these shows ended too soon. Let me know in the comments if you watch these shows, if you think they should have another season, or if you think they ended on time and you just disagree with me. That's fine. Or if there's other shows that you think should have continued that didn't because they canceled too many things too early. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah! That's an aeroplane. I hope you can't hear it. Ride, Captain, ride on your mistress ship. What the hell?